Let us talk about instance types and specifically the naming convention. When you see something like this, what does it mean? Because there is a logic behind it. How important is it to memorize? Well, for associates, not so much. For pros, it can really help you understand what kind of instance you're launching for your scenario. So in some of the pros, like the solution architect, it does kind of matter more. But let's break it down. The first is the instance family. This is the intended workflow the instance type is designed to meet. And that will always be the first thing. It's basically a letter. The next thing is going to be the instance generation. It's the version of the family offering. It affects the version of the hardware. So newer means better, right? So if you're on version C10, then it's going to be using the latest processors or underlying hardware, or the hardware can just absolutely change between versions. But the idea is that usually the higher the number, the better it is. The next is the processor family. So this is a specific type of processor. This is not always there. I think G is for Graviton. But the idea is that if it's not there, then it's probably using Intel. Usually that's the default one, but sometimes you have, let's say C7 and then you have C7G, right? Then there is additional capabilities. So this is indicating what extra functionality this instance type might have. And so that could be something like extra storage. I'm not saying that that N represents extra storage. I'm just saying that a letter there could represent some additional functionality. And then you have your instance size. And this is going to determine the amount of virtual resources available to you, such as the vCPUs and memory. So that one is a big deal that you'll want to remember. I just want to point out here that some parts of the instance type may be omitted. So like you see T3 micro, it does not show the processor family. It does not show the additional capabilities because it doesn't need to. It doesn't have additional capabilities. And we can assume that it's using Intel underneath. But yeah, there you go.